name is Jenny Griffith, and I was diagnosed with lymphoma about 3 months ago. And about 4 or 5 months ago, I noticed a lymph node, which they called a signal node on the side of my neck. And it was pretty large, and I also felt quite fatigued. And so I started going to different doctors, and most of the doctors thought that it would go away with time. And after a couple weeks, it just kept getting larger and larger, and so I finally went to a doctor, and he wanted to take some blood tests, and I didn't actually see anything in my blood originally. So then they decided they just wanted to take it out. So they took it out, and they found that I had lymphoma. And I had heard about Dr. Nezami from actually a few friends of ours, and also we went to Germany with our daughter was diagnosed with cancer, and she was sick, and so we ended up going to Germany, and actually a few people heard about Nezami, and he and what he did and how he was able to get the cancer out of your blood. So we took our daughter there, and he worked with her for almost a year and a half. And then when I was diagnosed, I knew about his treatment, and so we called him pretty much right away, which I'm so thankful for, because he had a plan that was very different than what the other doctors were telling us. His plan was to get chemo and work with his treatments, and then after 2 months he was going to check and see how I was doing, and that sounded better than doing chemo for 8 months. So we went with his plan, and what we did is we came to him and we got 5 of his treatments, and then I went and got chemo. And after that, I would just get 3 weeks after that, and I would have his treatment just once a week after that. And then we did a second chemo, and then again doing the 5 treatments before the chemo, and then doing the just the few treatments after. And then we went and did a PET CT, and the PET CT came back that I had no cancer in my body. So it was pretty impressive for us, because we were hearing other friends who had gone through chemo, and they've had to go for 8 months, and lymphoma is very treatable, but we just didn't want to go through that the cancer and losing my hair and all that. So that was it. So the message to the public, I would say that to come to Nezami as quick as possible, as soon as you're diagnosed, because I feel like his treatments really help. If you have to get chemo, support that, and it seems like the treatment is quicker. And I had a good friend who had the same thing, had lymphoma, and he went, and for 8 months he had to go through chemo, and he really got pretty sick, and he lost all of his hair, and he did become well, but I've been talking to him with what I've been going through, and he can't believe how well I've gotten only after 2 treatments of chemo, and going alongside with what Nezami's treatments were. So yeah, I guess my biggest thing is I would want to tell my friends and anybody that I would know that is going through, to make sure that they talk to him first.